My kids come first. Yes, my kids come first. I'm sure we've all seen that on women's dating profiles or heard them say this. And the first thought that comes to the mind of a shallow thinker and someone who doesn't know any better, or perhaps someone with less experience, is, oh, how honest she is. She is telling us that her kids come first because she's a divorced single mother and she is devoted to her kids, which is fine. But actually, she is not being honest at all. What she's really telling you, if you're an observant person who reads between the lines, and you must always read between the lines, my friends, because according to Edgar Allan Poe, invisible things are the only realities. She's not being honest because what she's really telling you is that her kids come first, actually before you. She's listing all the things that come before you. Her kids, her exes or ex, depending on how many she has. Remember, a lot of them have more than one. A lot of them have even kids that don't belong to their ex. That's even worse. Her girlfriends who are in equally miserable position as she is. Her mother, her father, her pet. All the things that she wants to do as a single woman. And then in those spare times where she has nothing else going on, where she's got no other thing on the agenda, no other places to go, all the girlfriends are busy being miserable at home with the bottle and the pet, then she gives time to you. So my kids come first really means you are pretty much close to the last on the priority list, and as long as you date me and are stupid enough to get involved with a single mother with kids, you deserve it. You deserve it, and it will be a life of humiliation and frustration. She's not being honest. It's the opposite. In life, as with dating, as with anything else, business propositions, if you don't read between the lines, my friends, just like Edgar Allan Poe says, you are doing yourself a disfavor, you're fooling yourself, and you are signing up, excuse me for this background noise, you're signing up for a deal that you are not aware of its intricacies and details, important details that will, each one of them could be a deal breaker. So when a woman says, my kids come first of all, she's telling you she has kids. You should end it right there. You should end pursuing her right there, because you will be raising and concerned and being punished by someone else's kids, something you did not create and are not responsible for. You'd be paying for a debt you did not take, and you'd be paying interest on that debt by dealing with her and everything else that comes with it, for a debt that you never took on in the first place and never agreed to. It helps to learn from the mistakes of others. My kids come first is your major warning red flag to move on. No matter how sexy she is. Hey, if you're just gonna go with her that one night and a couple hours later, or at best in the morning, say goodbye, if there's no other options available and she's very attractive and sexy and your type, go for it, but let it end there, a couple hours later, or at worst the next morning. Because when a woman says, my kids come first, believe me, you're signing up for things you have no idea how painful they're gonna be. I've never been married. I followed the hard life lessons that I've learned from my friends and associates and other people. But I have dated women with kids, and I can tell you from personal experience, it is not something you want to get involved with. No matter how sweet those kids are and how innocent those kids are, which they are, but still it's not your problem. You are not put on this earth to deal with other people's problems. And if you are a charitable, kind person that likes to help humanity, which I very much encourage you to be one, I'm sure there are other causes far higher in terms of priority and importance above helping a divorced single mother who took her husband to the cleaners. send money to hungry children in Africa or Asia before you do marry or get involved with a single mother with kids. So the next time you see someone on her dating profile or in life telling you their kids come first, and God knows there are situations where women don't even tell you they have kids until third or fourth or fifth date and suddenly surprise you with one. That's even worse. But if you're smart, you know how to look for markers and signs to know if she's free or not. But unless you are satisfied in life to be priority number 11 with 10 things coming before you, then go ahead and date a woman with children. If not, when you see the slightest hint of my kids come first kind of woman, run for your life.